Hi, my name's Pat Stogran. I retired in 2007 from the Canadian Forces as a colonel, having served in the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry and the Canadian Airborne Regiment, and on operational duties in Bosnia and Afghanistan. I retired from the Canadian Forces in 2007 to become Canada's first Veterans Ombudsman, and I can say as I look back over my career that of all the jobs I've had and all of the places that I've served, being the Veterans Ombudsman was one of my most traumatic experiences. My purpose of my video message today is to introduce you to an organization that I really believe in, and I really believe that everybody should get behind. The name of the organization is Our Duty, and in particular we're coming up on the month of November, during which Our Duty sponsors an event known as Veterans Among Us. And I am here to encourage you all, everybody who sees this video, to participate in Veterans Among Us and to spread the word amongst all of our comrades, our brothers and sisters. I first learned about Jeff and his initiative. Jeff Rosemartland is the founder of Our Duty. After my press conference on the 17th of August 2010, when I finally revealed to the Canadian public the gross malfeasance and malevolence that our government displays towards our veterans. It was a terrible moment for me. Caused me to do a lot of reflection and wondering what Canada stood for. The treatment of our veterans is so bad. And Canadians across this country rose up in support of my allegations and demanded that our government do better. Not the least of which was Jeff Rosemartland, who I consider to be a good friend, even though I've never met him. But although Jeff has never served in the military, as a civilian, he's got links to the veterans community through his family and through his friends. And as a proud Canadian, he was disgusted at the way our government mistreats our veterans. He was so agitated that he started the group called Our Duty. What I like about Our Duty is that it's strictly an advocacy group. It's not about the politics, although sadly politics does enter into this debate about how Canada and the people of Canada believe our veterans should be treated. But more than anything, it's a civilian organization comprised of people like Jeff Rosemartland and other conscientious Canadians who just want to fix the problem, who want our government to treat our veterans and their families the way traditionally we have and the way Canadians have come to understand our veterans should be treated. It's in fact a nonpartisan organization, and once again, at times they have to be critical of government, but I have to say that the organization exists to discuss policy and to be critical of policies more than anything else. Every year around this time, Our Duty launches a campaign that's called Veterans Among Us. And what I see this is a visual representation on the huge impact that veterans of service in our Canadian Forces and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police have had on our country as it stands today and continue to have. Because in fact, veterans are all around us all of the time. And Jeff Rosemartland recognized the contributions that veterans have made and continue to make to the fabric of our society. They're an integral part of everyday life in Canada. So on the 1st of November and on the 30th of November, to display the fact that veterans are among us in every walk of life, people that you would not imagine have served in the Canadian Forces or the RCMP, and could very likely have served in one of the so-called peacekeeping zones that, although it wasn't our war, it was certainly war. And they've made sacrifices that are comparable to anything that our veterans in World War I, World War II, and Korea have made. So it goes without saying that I'm expecting veterans to put their medals up and wear them proudly on the 1st and the 30th of November to demonstrate to Canadians that we're all around them and we're very much a part of their community. But I'd also encourage all Canadians to join this initiative, because the callous, deceitful, and selfish way that our government is treating the young people who have been wounded and disabled in the service of this country reminds us all of how important it is that we have a transparent and accountable government, and that our federal government must treat our people with empathy and respect. The fact that they are abandoning, as we speak, veterans, and in particular the most disabled and the people who need the most care and attention are the ones that seem to slip through the cracks. And Canadians should understand that those problems do not go away. They end up being paid for by the money and the efforts of the provinces and the people in the community. So I'd ask everyone to recognize that the way our government treats veterans is the way they treat everyone at large. And I'd ask everyone to join our duty, and in particular the initiative known as Veterans Among Us. So veterans, get out there on the 1st and the 30th of November and wear your medals, whether they're miniatures or your full medals. Wear them proudly and just demonstrate to your neighbors that you are indeed a veteran of deserving of the highest respect from the government that you served faithfully and loyally. But I'd ask you also to get an I served pin with the silver maple leaf from our duty and wear it always to demonstrate to people all the time that you're a veteran of having served this country. And of course, I would ask all Canadians to sport a maple leaf, a silver maple leaf, or any colored maple leaf in support of the Veterans Among Us campaign. So once again, my name is Colonel Pat Stogran, the past Veterans Ombudsman and a retired veteran today, asking you to reach out and help our veterans through participating in Veterans Among Us and joining our duty. Thank you very much.